I spent 200 days in Soulmask, an open-world survival game where we find an ancient mask filled with mysteries and power. Join me as I explore this wild land, build a base, recruit tribe members, and discover the secrets of the land. And if you haven't watched my 100-day video yet, I will post the link down in the description. So, without further ado, let's begin this adventure. So I didn't know that the chief wasn't actually the final boss in a tribe. There was still the leader. And usually the leader has like more powerful guards. I tried to kill the guards first before I initiated this fight with the chief. I had to run away for now as the guards were, surrounding me as well as the chief. Usually when we run away, the bosses regenerates their lost health. But at the very least on this fight, it was a 2-on-1 versus the chief. And my companion is doing such a great job just tanking everything.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay. Alright, let's heal, let's heal. What the hell? They summon another... It's our chance, it's our chance, he's down! Spin to win! One more! Yes! Okay.
Wait, it seems I got an achievement for a retro reflector. Not sure what that is about, but anyways, we got it. Like the other bosses, the leader gave like a bunch of worship containers and a bunch of other stuff like healing and trinkets. Nothing really new. Anyways, I finished off the remaining enemies at the altar. I was curious what was on the tribute, wondering if he would be an ally or an enemy. So upon approaching it, it was actually an enemy. He just jumped out and like fought me. I don't know why. I saved you. So my primary goal in going in this villain tribe was actually their farm because I wanted their vegetables because my current farm is not really that great. I then went to the beach to look for salt and I stumbled upon a camp here. Hopefully they have the salt I'm looking for. Because with the salt, I can make salted meat. And the salted meat or the salted jerky actually gives like 100 HP plus 5 attack buff. And that's amazing in my case. So I engaged battle with the tribe that was here. They weren't really hard. They're pretty squishy since this place was in the starting land. And as you can see, there's so many salt lying around. So after killing everyone, I started mining some salt. I'm gonna be filling my pockets full with this salt. Hopefully it would last me for a long time so I don't need to come here anytime soon. And of course, I stopped by a bunch of ancient ruins first while on the way home because, green crystals are very useful. Upon reaching home, I don't know what's going on here, but this cooking NPC keeps attacking one of my NPC. I have no idea or I have no clue what was happening. So I relocated her and for some reason she just keeps stabbing and stabbing and I have no idea what she's doing. Let's look at this.
Yo, where you going? Well, have a good day.
I honestly can't just leave this alone. This cooking NPC has a lot of cooking proficiency already and I don't wanna, gather or abduct another tribesman to become our cooking NPC. So let's find out what's happening. I decided to just relog and everything went normal. I don't know what happened there, but that was weird. Yeah. Since I already had an abundance of cotton right now, I decided to plant a bunch of corn as well so to feed my alpaca and other varieties of food like pumpkin. After killing the bosses, I realized that there was actually potions in the game like those you apply for 1 second and you can heal up. So I made myself the brewing stand. I unlocked the brewing stand so I can make the creams that would instantly heal life. For now, since our character had a very, very long journey, he needed much needed rest to recover morale. After that, I went on a journey to locate aloe and I have no idea what they look like. I know what they look like, but I don't know what they look like in the game. Reading on the discussion page, seems like they look like real life aloe. I looked all over the place, but I really couldn't find one. I don't know where they are spawned exactly. And I would need a lot of those aloe in order to make a lot of medicines. So I thought that maybe the Claw tribe has a patch of them. So I raided the Claw tribe again to see if there's any aloe vera or aloe farm inside. I even took care of the chief again as I didn't know where it is exactly or if it ever there is some inside. Well, anyways, I still got good loot from the chief, so I'm satisfied with this. I left the tribe shortly since I couldn't find one, but then... oh my god, I found them! I think this is it. This is the aloe vera we needed, or the aloe.
Okay, finally. Oh my god, we got medicine.
Now that I know what it looks like, it should be way easier to look for more. Or so I thought, but I couldn't really find that much anymore. So when I got home, I operated my furnace. I was wondering where my ore or kiln went. This is my ore smelter. And it says captured, and I have no idea what was happening. And as I can see on my map, for some reason, my NPCs are scattered. So, actually, some barbarians captured my NPCs. So I had to go in action real quick. So I used the power of the mask. It revealed so many enemies nearby. Elite barbarians. Like, what the? So invasion was a thing in this game. Oh my god. And they would kidnap your characters. And currently, they killed like 3 other characters and captured that one kiln operator or the furnace operator. I hate them so much. I worked so hard to collect a lot of tribesmen and designate them in a single work so they will be like masters on that work. And they just killed my lovely people. Oh my god. I'm devastated. I need to build a wall. Honestly, have no choice on this matter, but just to capture even more tribesmen and train them again to be proficient at a certain thing I want. And look at this planter. Our planter has been captured. I need to save him fast. Rush to where our planter was, and surely, yes, as you can see, he's being dragged by the enemy. So as fast as possible, I tried to kill the enemy. Oh my god, I saved planter in the nick of time. I'm just so glad I went to base. I did not notice at all that we were being attacked. Good thing we have a barbarian camp nearby, am I right? Like and subscribe! For now, I slowly armed my tribesmen with the extra weapons I had on my storage. At the very least, they should defend themselves. I then made a bunch of bronze gears until I had like tier 3 or higher. And currently I have tier 3 and higher, with defense mods on my armor, my pants, and my boots. I was preparing myself for our next adventure. That would be to take the resurrection altars. Or I don't know what they're called, but something that can resurrect our tribesmen. And they are guarded by plunderers, and those plunderers are hella strong. They're crazy. The plan was to raid an ancient ruined dungeon where we could find those resurrection tablets and stuff. So I departed on an adventure to explore the land towards the ancient ruins. So our goal is this one, the ancient ruined dungeon. One cool thing was, it seems that the alpaca can swim, or maybe this is not that deep. Anyways, as I reached the island, I saw that there was an elite anaconda. I was honestly feeling confident here. So of course, I went to fight it. And boy, did I regret this so much.
Oh my god. No, no. Help, 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 help. I regret this so much now. I regret this. Oh my god. I died just like that. What the?
And we lost our weapon master.
I lost my elite warrior.
That was like the best RNG I have for our unit. He had so many perks. He was so strong. And I returned and controlled my companion, and he also died. So both our death bag is here. I gotta recover it. So using the main character, which was immortal, I ran towards my bodies. And when I reach the area, I will try to sneakily get my death package. But it is being guarded heavily by the anaconda.
I just want that death package. Oh my god. He's guarding it.
For some reason, as I sneakily went to my package, the anaconda didn't touch me at all. Was it blind? Couldn't it see me in the dark? But for sure it was looking at me, right? But I don't see the alert icon. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't know I was there. Alright, I got my items, but we'll never recover the loss of our tribesmen. Because we don't have the memory thingy yet. I need to get it so we can revive our tribesmen. But those guys are forever lost because we never recorded any of their data file. Anyways, I will never give up. So I resume my journey towards the ancient ruins. I'll be using my main character since this guy is immortal, so it doesn't really matter if it dies or not. I established a very small area to put my bonfire and cover it with a roof so we have somewhere to respawn to once we die. I then went to the cave where the ruins is, and as I scanned the surrounding, I found plunderers. So, one thing to note here is that these guys are very strong, and I should only fight them one-on-one. But there are situations like this where there's two of them, so I should really lure them out so I can fight them and kill them one by one. There were multiple times I had to run away because there were just too many and they're too strong. I couldn't really avoid their attacks. I had nothing to fear because I was immortal. But at the same time, no, it's a hassle to like come back here again. It was honestly very hard to lure them out one by one because these guys act in groups. And the best way I can kill these guys is if I parry and do a finisher attack and then do a really fast combo attack, then repeat. Because as you can see, they're like boss characters. Each one of them are like boss characters. With my current gear and current stat, I just can't, easily take care of all of them.
You think I'll let you heal?
This honestly went on for a while because I can only kill one at a time. So the only thing I fear is if they respawn. And that's when I'm gonna be crying. I eventually reached the inner part of the cave, but like I said, there's just too many of them inside. But well, I never gave up. I really wanted that resurrection table, so we don't fear using our strong tribesmen anymore. Because if you didn't know, if you're just using your main character, you are limited to only having 50 max potential. Alright, so by killing this person, I got a bronze hammer. And I didn't know hammers were really powerful in the game. They had this skill called solar protection. It basically reduced incoming damage by half. And the hammer by itself has a really strong damage output, even without the skills. So, this means I can finally fight two people at once with this buff. Or even just tank someone till they die and just keep hitting them and then rebuff and fight again. Yeah, simple strategy. No brainer. I don't know how exactly, but the elite got lured on top. So this was a perfect opportunity to fight this guy. But I'm still waiting to be fully healed. I was caught off guard by its attack. It was very strong, this elite. So my strategy involved hiding behind something and healing up. And once I'm recovered, I will fight it properly. Properly dodging each hit. But sometimes, well, that happens, And yeah, my skill is very good for this. Because I can just backstep and then charge in. But then again, the follow-up by the elite is... I can't avoid it for some reason. There's also an option to like parry it, but it's safer to just, slide back.
You're dead. Oh my god, I won.
Alright, we defeated the elite. I don't know what else is waiting down there, but She drops such really good bronze armor items, like a legendary tier and a legendary tier greatsword. I might consider going back to greatsword again.
Into it.
Yeah, greatsword is still really great. So I thought of an amazing idea. What if I buff with my hammer, then charge in with my greatsword? I'm not sure if this is working out or if the buff disappeared, but it feels like it's working out.
Melee fight me, brother. No, 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 no. They started respawning. No, they started respawning. What the hell? Ah. They do.
Imagine being a solo player and the enemies you tried so hard to defeat started respawning. How am I ever gonna continue this adventure? So actually, a thought went into my head. Why don't I just ignore everyone using the buff of the hammer and just started looting the place? I think that's a genius idea. So after healing up, I did what I just thought and started running around with my hammer buff and looted some chests. But well, dangers are still there. See how confident I am that I won't die, because this hammer's ability is just amazing. Half damage is great, and I also have some premium bandage that's healing me. I eventually found this really interesting door, so it's probably my goal here, the ancient ruins. And upon entering another door, I was met with robotic enemies. Like, oh my god, can I really survive this? I tried hitting the robot just to see how much damage I make, but yeah, I don't think I'll survive if I fight them. So I kept running and running. So my goal here was simple, just to get the structures I need to revive my tribesmen. I don't need to fight at all. Well, seeing how there's one machine that was isolated from everything else, I decided to just fight this. Why not? My hammer's actually doing really great against this guy. And his attack is really slow, so it's easily avoidable. So I just bonk its head until it will die. So there was one huge problem. I couldn't proceed to the next door until I beat this guy. Because if I need the key, it drops before I can proceed. So doing my best, I will defeat him. I totally forgot, but I have something called a corrosive jar that decreases the defense of metal enemies. And as you can see, my damage increased by throwing some corrosive fluid on him. Still though, the fight was going very slow, but I had a strategy. I would buff up the reduced damage and then charge up my hammer and deal massive damage. So I just need to repeat this process until it dies. I wasn't worried about its range attack as it couldn't really kill me. It did do a lot of damage though, but I can heal it off. After a long fight, I emerged victorious and got a lot of crystals from this guy. And thinking it was over, there was still another boss, and this time it was way bigger than earlier. So for now, I took care of the little minions back here that spewed laser. I had a little safe spot where I can just chill and heal and then buff up, and once I'm buffed, I'll attack these guys. Now, it was time for the boss battle. So I buffed myself up because I didn't know what to expect from this boss. And immediately started spinning on my face, and I was already scared. And oh my god, this thing dealt massive damage. I had to run away and rethink of my strategy, or I die. So throwing the corrosive liquid to decrease its defense, I then buffed up and ready to charge. All I need to do really was dodge most of its range attack, and I should be able to defeat this. The spinning attack though is manageable as long as I have the defense buff. The boss has a really easy pattern. When he shoots like that, I have a chance to heal. Or I can just walk sideways and it can't hit me at all. Or I can go close and well, it sometimes does that for some reason and I got hit. But anyways, as I said, no problem at all. When he does his range attack, it's the best time for me to use my bandage. And when I'm buffed with bandage for 20 seconds, that's when I can attack and feel safe that I have like 20 seconds of healing ability. Another thing is his blade attack, but that's very easily dodgeable. Just roll behind. And there's this knife attack. Yeah, just dodge roll and yeah. And when he winds up like this, it's time to buff up and tank all his damage and then fight back when I can.
One last charge attack. Yes. Oh my god, I got it.
And with that, I have defeated the giant mechanical boss. I got a lot of goodies from the chest inside this boss room. Then, I interacted with the ancient holy relic inside of it. And upon opening it, it was actually just a chest. And finally, the item we were waiting for, the coffin and the altar. And as you can see, these things are very heavy. I'm super encumbered right now. But don't worry, we have our dual blades to, you know, bypass this encumbered fate. So by utilizing my dual blade skill, I can dash back, then dash forward, rinse and repeat until we get out of this place. Dash back and dash forward. So yeah, good thing there's also a shortcut to the outside world from this ruins. So we don't need to go through all the very far parts. But well, there are guards outside and oh my god. It was finally time to go home, but I needed to leave a bunch of items because I couldn't carry everything and our alpaca will become encumbered. I just left some ores and stones that are easily farmable on the other side of the map, and we're on our way home now. Well, on my way home, I was attacked by a random jaguar. I was pretty scared because this thing was pretty tough, but with our hammer, I should be buffed up enough that it wouldn't be able to kill us as fast as it should. It took a few seconds before I finally killed the jaguar, but yeah, we defeated it and now we can go home. I then placed the altar and the coffin in the base. Now we can resurrect dead tribesmen that has their data recorded inside. And I noticed that there are a bunch of other masks. You can actually swap masks in this game. And I only have 1 out of 10. Oh my god, there's so many things to do in the game. It seems you can enter data here and the maximum amount of entry is 4. So I guess this is where you enter your, I guess, warriors that you travel outside with. So if ever they die, you can just remodel their body. Next up, I see a bunch of recipes that needs a lot of things. So I'm not gonna think about this for now. So first up, I recorded a companion data in the coffin. So if ever this guy dies, we can resurrect him. Next, I went to raid the Claw tribe again as they have kidnapped our tribesman, our miner. I really need to make a wall as soon as I can because I don't want this to happen again. This is a waste of time. I mean, the loots are great and all from the chief, but if you think about it, it's a waste of time when I can do something else. And while trying to rescue our miner, I was in a very difficult situation where I got downed. And our companion is slowly dying off. And he says he needs to eat something. He's trying his best to save us, but ultimately, he dies. So currently, I did my best to crawl away from danger so I can heal up and resurrect again. But yeah, goodbye, companion. But we can resurrect him again because we already entered his data at the terminal for reviving people. I was just 1 hit away from death, but finally they gave up and thought that I was dead. So I immediately popped my instant healing potion and then slapped in a bandage to slowly heal myself. After patiently waiting and healing, it was now time for revenge. The real menace to this fight was the minions, so I took care of them first, then I will attack the leader. There were a lot of them, so it kinda took a while. Because I can only like buff up my defense and then like smack their head with my hammer. Slowly, I killed them all. When everything was over, it was now time to fight the leader one-on-one. He's not really hard because I'm already overgeared having bronze gears and he only has like bone gears. Of course, I'll be winning. It's just that the stat difference between a boss and a player is just so high, so as you can see, we still need to be careful. But with my great sword, it's very easy. Spin to win. Oh, I successfully saved our mining tribesmen. So really need to work on that wall so we don't need to do this again because it takes a lot of time. So in order to revive someone, it only costs some mask energy and green crystals. And we just need to wait like 30 minutes and they will be revived. Also in this altar, we can craft something called an energy gathering crystal. It basically contains 10,000 mask energy that instantaneously fills all my empty mask energy slot. I also slapped in some crystal enhancement on our mask. I slapped in the energy surge and the muscle enhancement. They add like some stamina and HP defense and they're pretty useful. Stamina recovery as well. Since I also had a lot of armors lying around in my chest, I gave them to my tribesmen who doesn't have armor so they can fight back. I really don't like it when they get captured because it takes time to save them. You know, sometimes some even die and I hate it because I have to capture more tribesmen and level them up again. So that's what I did. We needed more people in our tribe. Rest well, my future worker. For now, I continued working on a lot of random stuff in the base, like making some compost, making some fertilizer, making some medicine. Basically, stuff we will need in the future moving forward. So I decided to expand my base with a lot of thatch foundations so I can put the walls on them. Also tried different kinds of food that would surely help us on our journey. In this game, I didn't know that you can actually have 4 food buffs. One would be meat, another one would be beverage, next is the staple food, and lastly, there's the fruits and vegetables. So I continued building my base because we really need that wall. I then made this station where you can assign a tribesman to collect random harvests for us. So you can indicate how large of a distance they separate from this location. So I just make it so that they don't really move out of the village that far. So when I crafted the wall, this is when I realized you didn't actually need to lay down some thatch foundations. You can just place the gate whenever or wherever you want. So dang, I wasted so much time laying down the thatch foundations. But anyways, we have a gate now. All I need to do is surround my base. If you can see the green area, that's basically what the bonfire covers. Basically, if you build something inside the bonfire, they will not decay as fast as one normally should, or they don't decay at all. I'm not too sure how it works, honestly, but as far as I know, as long as it's inside, it doesn't decay. And when I say decay, it means like it gets destroyed over time. So I took the foundations out. I want the natural resource to respawn so my farmers can just, you know, farm inside the wall and not outside the wall where it's dangerous. As you can see, so far so good. We have a really established base now. Nothing fancy, but at least it's safe, right? After that was done, I made some stairs towards the roof. I don't really have any plans for the top yet, but at least we have a second floor, right? So now that I know that my tribesmen are safe, I continued abducting even more tribesmen. Then I decided to go on a hunt for a jaguar baby. I really wanted a faster mount than the alpaca, so jaguar was the answer. So in order to find the jaguar baby, we need to locate the jaguar mommy. And these highlights on the ground, once I use my skill to perceive life, is if I interact with them enough, jaguar mommy would spawn just like that. And we would wait for her to hunt and go home, then we will get her baby using traps. Right now, I'm just stalking this mother as she tries to return home. And once the word on her head says resting, she will spawn a baby cub. That's when we will try capturing it with our traps. And if you can see here, she is now resting. So if I scan one more, there it is, the baby. The similar level as the mother. Since we already located the baby, it is now safe to kill the mother. That sounds so wrong, but yeah, because since she's attacking us, we have no choice right now. So the only thing left now is to lure the baby or scare it away towards one of our traps. But I was so bad at it that it kept running away from me. I wasn't really using my brain here. I scared the poor thing so much that it was stuck here. So no matter what I tried, I even placed the trap like in its face. It's just stuck there and it can't move away. And when I say close, it's like this. I even tried to scare it at the opposite direction, but it just doesn't work. It was just stuck. And I should give up on this and try again. So I went home to base, had my alchemist make me even more blood activating cream, that's our instant heal pots, and had the carpenter make even more traps. At least 10 should be enough to capture a cub. I didn't stop with converting some tribesmen to join our tribes. My goal is to have a big tribe that is capable of doing a lot of stuff, having about more than 90 on a proficiency that he is good at doing. And once the crafter had made the traps, I went to the forest again to look for the jaguar. But suddenly, I was alerted that one of my tribesmen got captured again. Why? What was wrong? Why do they keep getting captured? But I actually made a mistake that having them harvest or chop wood too far from the base. So I need to make it more closer, just inside the base. So she has like 2 hours before she is sacrificed. So I'm gonna capture a jaguar first. So I tailed the mother until she was resting. And now that she's resting, she summoned the baby. So now I'm gonna set up a lot of traps on this direction, go to the opposite side, and then scare the baby off towards our traps. And he'll eventually get lured to the smell of meat inside the traps. Hehehe, get trapped, boy! So the babies have a really sharp hearing in this game. So just getting kinda close to it, it would make it run away. So that's why I maintain a lot of distance between us. It was only a matter of time and it got captured. So now we have a baby jaguar we can carry back home. Let's go. I tried my best to avoid danger as I rushed towards home, where it's gonna be safe for him to grow with a lot of meat to eat. And of course, tender loving care, right little fella? So I had my crafter make my jaguar a saddle, and it came out tier 4, an epic gear. Since I have the altar and the coffin now, I was trying to select a really good character to control. And this one called Harry Potter, my potting tribesman, looked like it has good talents. It's not a lot of talents, but she has the full stamina talent, which increases the stamina recovery by 50%, and I really want that. I then went and fought the tribe leader again, because, you know, our ally got kidnapped again, so we have no choice but to defeat this guy once more and rescue our ally. We just can't leave her to die. And as I was thinking that I would be a gunner here, our companion actually stepped up and defeated the boss. And I was so happy with this. Now I don't need to die. So I rescued our harvesting tribesman. For some reason, she's not responding well and she disappeared out of nowhere. I thought she might have been teleported home, but I can't find her. I looked for her at the base and she's not there. I also tried deploying her, but it wasn't working. So I assume maybe she's stuck in the tribe's leader ritual area. So I gotta go back. So I went back again and see if I can find her at the Claw tribe. And it doesn't seem like she's the captive now. So I think we lost the NPC forever. We will never recover that tribesman. I think it would have been easier if I just captured another one. So since I can't find her, I just dismissed her. Goodbye. So I guess this person will take her place in harvesting things like fiber and thatch. Next up, I finally changed body with a tribesman with the full stamina recovery talent, which increases our stamina recovery by 50%. Of course, I remembered to enter her data at the table, so if she dies, we can still resurrect her. And finally, my jaguar mount was ready to ride, and oh my god, this thing was fast. Faster than alpaca by twice the speed, I think. So for now, my goal was to fight the saber-tooth again, as I wanted more blue crystals to upgrade a skill in the mask. And while on the way to the saber-tooth, I decided to level up my greatsword proficiency with this character. And upgraded everything to damage, of course. I tried out a lot of different skills, but the thrust skill is my favorite because it's so fast. The animation was just so fast. These other skills deal like pretty weak damage and they're pretty slow compared to the thrust. Anyhow, I summoned the saber-tooth predator, and this time I wasn't scared anymore because, you know, I can just revive her if we die. As you can see here, our stab damage is pretty high and pretty fast. So I think this fight will not be that long. And our companion is tanking so well. Our companion has a talent that reduces any damage taken by 60% or 50%. So that's a pretty good companion, am I right? Still though, these monsters can't be underestimated. As you can see, our companion HP is already almost 0.5%, and he has like the best gears currently available for us. This was way faster and easier than before because we had a companion this time. With the blue crystal obtained, I unlocked the body enhancement skill, meaning we get even more stats if ever our character dies and we resurrect it. Also the Slayer mode for mimicry, but we can't really use our mask power yet, not until we defeat the second boss. So I continued killing the saber-toothed tiger. This thing was a great source of experience, and I also wanted to stock up on the blue crystals. I think only bosses drop those. I believe I farmed this tiger like 5 times before I was satisfied. What once was a very hard enemy when we were starting out, now was very easy to kill. Checking the insides of the temple, it seems the chests respawned and there's items inside. So I guess these places are farmable since chests are respawning. So I had another character or tribesman that has a good talent, and this dude has like a talent for using gauntlets. So I wanted to give him a try, see if it's any good. I decided it's finally time to go to the ancient ruins remains. It was time to fight the plunderer leader. The plunderers themselves were pretty strong, and I couldn't really do it with my main character. I was trying so hard that they're too strong. But now that we have this guy, we have bronze gear, maybe we have an easier time. Alright, so our first enemy. Let's do this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright, so for the first fight, already doing pretty well. Ha ha ha. Anyways, I switch kill back to the sweeping kick as it knocks down the enemy. So it's pretty great if our companion can beat them up while we, put them down. So I continued this strategy of just sweeping their legs and they would fall down, and I would just spam the sweeping leg attack so they can't fight back. But this only works if they're stationary. Another thing I did was time my parry well so I can do my finisher attack like that, which dealt a lot of damage. And boy, these plunderers are tough, I swear. But they do drop bronze items, so I'm looting most of them because I want to give them to my villagers. The sweeping kick is really a great skill. Just spam this boy and they won't be able to stand unless we run out of stamina. So I slowly worked my way to the second floor of this area where the plunderer leader might be. And this time I learned a new skill. It's called charge punch. What charge punch basically does is it does a lot of damage on a charge attack and it knocks the target down. So it's really good one-on-one, but in groups it kinda sucks. As you can see, I can just keep knocking them down with a charge punch. But well, parry still works and that happens. Things got a little chaotic and my companion died to like 4 people fighting him. He was a champ for distracting the 4 of them while I one-on-one this guy from the back. But I had to run away because, he died and we have no one to defend us now. But I will surely avenge him slowly with my charge punch. And run and hit and run and hit. That was the strategy I had right now. Honestly, because of this experience with the gauntlet, I fell in love with it. It's gonna be one of my main weapons now for one-on-one fights. It's amazing one-on-one. Anyways, after a while, I finally managed to reach the second floor. Spamming charge punch is one of the things I enjoy in this game. But sometimes I try to trigger my passive. I needed to have this thing called Fatal Rhythm, where I can only attack every 2 seconds to stack the effect. It kinda sucks, so I'm changing bodies again once I get home and once I'm done with this mission. Another thing, I interacted with this totem here and it gave me like knowledge points so we can unlock more recipes. It's actually tech points. Well, okay. And after fighting for a while, I finally reached the place where the elite was. So this is gonna be our first hard fight. I have several injuries right now, but sadly I don't have any splints or anything that can cure this at the moment. Anyways, boss time.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds. Yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out. See me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. Hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate. This is
Alright, we defeated the elite. And oh my god, he had like legendary tiered bronze gears and even this legendary gauntlet. I'm 100% gonna use this thing. That wasn't the final boss yet, by the way. We still have to beat the plunderer leader. I swear to god, the claw finisher is very brutal and it looks so cool. Just slamming all your fists. And this fast rush of fists, it made me love the claw so much. Right, finally, boss time! And there he is, menacingly standing. So, let's test out the waters first, whatever he does, so we can dodge next time we fight him seriously.
Oh, can be dodged. Oh my god, you're so strong.
Alright, that wasn't a bad try. At least we know some of his attack moves. One of the advantage I have here is that I can sneak up behind him and...
Right in the ass. Oh, freaking hell. No.
So, we have a strategy now. Hit him in behind when he doesn't expect it and engage in combat.
I might go forever, go for eons. Friend like you don't be on. Pull up in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya. See ya. See ya. Be gone. See ya. See ya. See ya. Be gone. Thumbing through the blues, no BB King. Back to back shit, so just looking for the ring. I wake up, I brush my teeth. I wake up, I bought 2, 3. I wake up like, ooh, that's me. Brand new car like, ooh, that's clean. Tracksuit pants, don't wear no jeans. I'm athletic, count up 100 like calisthenics. Talking about a bag, you have bad credit. New MS, you use debit. Calling.
Right, we have defeated the boss and we got a new mask, the civilization mask, as well as a whole set of legendary gears. Like, holy, oh my god, an upgrade to our current gears. I already have one of these, but I grabbed it and had my Jaguar carry it for me. I also got a bunch of goodies from the treasure chest, like weapon mods and crystals. So after that fight, I went home on a very long running simulator journey because I couldn't ride my Jaguar because me riding the Jaguar and him carrying so many items were currently over encumbered. I then gave my tribesmen the random armors and weapons I got from my journey. Crafted a bunch of new food. We have the pumpkin salad, which gives even more stamina recovery. I then made a very small area for my mounts so they don't wander around the base. I gathered even more tribesmen as I really want a body that has really good talents. The best place to look would probably be inside the Claw tribe since there's a lot of people there. While here, I gathered a bunch of copper ores as I needed copper wires to make some defense mod attached to our armors. I also made another furnace and assigned someone to take care of this, as only having like one furnace takes so long to process all the metals I have. I then switched back my body to two-handed main, or previously named Harry Potter, our Potter NPC. I really like the stamina recovery talent. So looking at our next quest, it seems we need to find the hill pyramid, and we'll be needing a bunch of poison proofing on our armors before attempting to fight this frog. So yeah, that's one thing we need to go for. For now, I'm gonna locate where the hill pyramid is, make a save point or something, then engage battle with the boss. I had to swim across another island so we can get to the area where there was a scout to, you know, steal their information. Looking at the level of these guys, they weren't really strong. And if you notice, I don't have a companion right now because I'm currently resurrecting him. So after kicking this guy a bunch of times, I eventually grabbed the information of the map. Now we can see what was inside this fog. There's actually a barbarian barracks just below me, so it's time to pay that a visit. It wasn't really a big area, but it doesn't look like they have really strong people as well. So I decided to raid this place. Do have a lot of crops that I want to steal though. But as you can see, I've alerted like the whole bunch of them. There's like 6 waiting for me. So of course I have my two-handed sword to help me destroy all of them. Swapping to my spin to win skill was really great. So I guess for now my two-handed sword will be for mobs like this, while my gauntlets is for one-on-ones. I stole most of their crops as I didn't have this in my base, and then fought with the tribe chief, which of course died pretty fast because we're already overgeared right now with the legendary bronze stuff. She had something like the Flint tribe medium combat items, and they're much better than the bronze gear I have. Like holy, I got to swap my items with these gears. The only thing I need now is to add modifications to it, like the defense mod. The next target was the tribe leader, and now that I got like these better armor sets from the tribe chief, I would like to fight this tribe leader and grab his items as well. Alright, so we have defeated the tribe leader and I got some legendary gears from him. So I continued on to the next island, found a barbarian camp that had a scout to scan so we can have some map information. This place wasn't really filled with strong enemies yet, so that's reassuring. Checking the map, the place was huge. Like, wow. Continued my exploration and I found the portal to the hill. So this place is called the hill and we have unlocked the... Wait, actually no, we haven't. We gotta look for green crystals. We gotta raid a random ruin nearby. Actually no, my tiger had it. Alright, we can unlock this now. So we now have an easy way to come back here, so we don't need to swim to the other side of the island again. This place had like grown alpacas that will spit on you when they can. I then raided a bunch of random barbarian camps because I really need those map information so they can tell me where I should be going next. Give me that map data! Yeah. It seems the boss is just nearby, just on my left side. But that can wait for now because we need some poison proofing on our gears. For now, I continued exploring the area to unlock the maps, targeting these scout barbarian camps. I wanted to teleport home, but I made a huge mistake. I did not activate the portal in the rainforest. So I had to, you know, ride my Jaguar home. We didn't teleport at all. And now I activated it. Now we can just interact with it. With the use of 250 mask energy, we can instantly go to the hill. But for now, I'm returning to base. I added some defense mods on my armor set I got from the tribe we raided. I also upgraded my companion's gear. Hopefully this time he will be tanky enough to survive a lot of attacks. I continued abducting tribesmen. I dismissed the ones that have really bad stats. I was honestly just looking for a really good one that I will control or take over. The struggle continues, so look for that weapon master. I really am very sad that our weapon master died. I wish I did not use it till like we have the resurrection thingy. This went on for days, but I never really found the perfect one. I guess currently what I'm using has the best compared to like everything I've been seeing so far. They just suck. I need to dismiss them. I swear, I wasted so much time looking for the perfect character. But most of them just had like a lot of negative traits. On my knowledge tab, I unlock a few new things like the oil press and the worktop. This will enable me to cook new foods. There are some that gave like poison resistance, so that's what I'm aiming for because the next boss, Fog Frog, is a poison boss. There was so much needed work to be done and so much knowledge to be unlocked. These things require a bunch of new stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. Things like the acidic fluid, and I didn't have any sulfur, tomato, or guava. So I need to figure out where I can find those. I also had my planters plant different kinds of food, including the guava, papaya, and other stuff that I will be needing on our new recipes. I had one big problem right now. I didn't have a lot of poop. Couldn't make fertilizers without poop. So I unlocked the knowledge to make an outhouse. Basically where all our tribesmen are gonna poop. Collect their poop and make it fertilizer. You notice my base has poop all over the ground. That's my bad. And now I build some comfort room for our tribesmen and immediately they lined up to use it. There were a lot of them that needed to go, but I'm a dumb leader. I didn't make this. But well, they have a restroom now. Isn't that great? My craftsman finally finished the worktop and now I had access to new types of food. My oil press was ready too, but there was a problem. I didn't have any kinds of nuts in my base. I didn't plant them. I didn't have seeds. I need to look for a way to get some nuts, peanuts, or cashew. And it seems like most new recipes require cooking oil. So really, I'm kinda in a spot here where I need to look for nuts. I did make a bunch of yerba mate. It's a beverage type of food buff that has poison resistance. So this will be very helpful against the boss fight. I went back to the hill looking for a big tribe area where I can raid. Maybe they have like nuts I can steal. And I found one here. It looks pretty huge and hopefully they do have nuts or something. For the difficulty, I don't think they're that strong. I can easily take like 4 of them. Unlike those plunderers, they were crazy. Anyways, the place was huge. I had to deal with a lot of these mobs first before we engage in battles with the chief and stuff. I was looking forward to looting the chief's armor. Maybe it's also the medium flint tribe armor set that is way better than the bronze we have. I eventually reached the area where it looked like it's a farm, but sadly, I don't see anything that is like nuts or something. I'm so sad. So since we're facing the chief now, I had my companion stay and be passive and won't assist me at all. I'm gonna one-on-one this guy unless someone joins us or something. Actually, one of the best part of fighting chiefs are you can assassinate them like this and it deals massive damage when you use the claws. First started this game, these chiefs were really hard, but now that I learned about parrying, I just spam the heck out of parrying and then when they're down, spam my attacks. And there we go. We have defeated the chief and he dropped like a lot of tier 4 medium combat costume. Way better than the bronze we have. So I'll be using the extra armor set I get here and modifying it with poison proof 2. Then I will face the frog boss. Only thing left now was to fight the tribe leader. This guy actually attacked with poison, so I had to be careful. Alright, we defeated the leader. Let's go. Now we had 2 sets of the medium tribal costume. So we can also poison proof our companion's armor with this. So still much preparation is needed before we fight the boss. We still need the freaking nuts so we can craft medicines that has poison resist or food that has poison resist. While roaming around, I found a beast lair and it had a elite wolf. So I tried fighting it. Wolves aren't really hard. They just charge at you straight so you can easily dodge a first attack. And the succeeding attack, well, as you can see, my gauntlets are amazing. I love claws, man. You can just pummel an enemy and then they can't fight back. It's crazy. And that's the end of the elite wolf. I also raided a bunch of ancient ruins. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking for nuts. I really need nuts so I can make oil. And with oil, I can make stuff for poison resist. Just need 1 piece of a peanut or 1 piece of a cashew, but more is preferable. I just need to make them into seeds and have my farmer plant them in the base, and then we can have an unlimited stock of cashew and peanuts. After checking all my containers, I noticed I had 1 single cashew. That was great. I can turn this into seed and multiply it. I then poison-proof the other armor set I was planning to use. Now we can finally try and fight the boss. And really, the only thing remaining now was to wait for our cashews to multiply, turn them into oil, and make them into food and medicine that would give us poison resistance. I also crafted some beehive, but never really understood how this works. So we'll figure it out eventually. I then raided the low-level claw tribes. I needed some potatoes as well as the nuts they have. The potatoes will be used to turn into frozen potatoes, which is needed to make fried potatoes. It's a new food buff that gives like more max load than ever. Honestly, the loot that the leader drops are very worth it. And going through all of this, maybe I can just rush here and like kill the tribe leader or something. They give like the salad that has a lot of stamina regeneration, so I don't need to craft it myself. Now going back to that cashew we have, I learned a knowledge that could enable me to make seeds. So I turned my single cashew into cashew seed, and I also turned some of my guavas to guava seed. Guavas are needed to make acidic fluid. It's then needed for a lot of things like food and medicine. Checking my farm, I don't know where the heck my planter had cashew seeds. I only made like 1 seed, but he seemed to have planted an entire plot of cashew trees. That's crazy. I then raided the Flint tribe across the other island because I know they had a farm with crops in it. And yes, they had potato plants. I'm so happy that I can steal their potatoes. Now I can farm potatoes on my own farm as well. And of course, I went ahead and defeated their chief as I wanted the loots. The leader as well. It was so satisfying being too overpowered because I can easily smash their faces. Unlike before where we struggled, now we just, happily smack them. I then placed another farm plot and made my farmer plant some potatoes I had just gathered. I then raided the previous tribe we raided, the one with the good armor set. I was thinking that they had peanuts here, so yeah. My hammer had this really nice skill where it buffs me up, and every time I jump attack, it leaves like an earthquake on the hammer's attack. As you can see here, it's pretty strong. Really good for AoE, but I still like the defense buff. The AoE can be done with my sword instead. Comboing the defense buff and spin to win on my two-handed sword is just amazing. I can tank most of their stuff, and then I can kill a bunch of them with spinning Beyblade. Killing a lot of tribesmen went so easy because of this sword. I love it. I then of course stole their garden produce. Sadly, it was a cocoa tree that hasn't grown yet and a bunch of corn. I didn't really need corn at the moment because I don't really use my alpaca anymore. And with the little amounts of cashew I had, I made some antidotes. And just to be sure I don't run out of peanuts, I made a bunch of seeds first before I used them to make oil. And finally, I managed to make the fried potato bun, which increases a lot of my max load. I can carry more stuff with this. And with everything ready, my antidote, my yerba tea that increases poison resistance as well, it was finally time to go fight the boss. First though, I defeated a bunch of these small frogs that I can't hit with my kick. I was curious to what they may give us once you kill them, but they basically just give like premium poison or premium venom. And after I cleared the area of the little frogs, I summoned the frog boss.
So he shoots. Wait, oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. It makes my companion dying. He didn't do anything yet, but he's dying already. Oh wait, the black poison fog is so dangerous. My companion is a dumb AI. Oh my god. I shouldn't have brought him. I should have never brought him. Ah my god, he died. It's my fault.
Seems like we have over-prepared for this boss. He couldn't really deal that much damage to me in regards to poison because I have both the antidote, poison-proof armor set, like the second one which adds like 10 per pieces that has the mod, as well as the yerba mate beverage that adds like plus 10 poison resist, I believe. So that was an easy fight. Anyways, I proceeded to the temple and unlocked the data update 2. And with this, we can now use the power of our mask, the mimicry. I then unlocked the body enhancement 2, which increases my physique by +5. I grabbed all the chests available in the temple and then I decided to fight the boss again because I now have the mimicry skill and I have a 1.5% of lifesteal. And I think this is gonna be very easy. Now I don't need to actually heal up. I just need to smack him in the face, his weak point, the front part of his body, and continue doing this until he dies. Look at how fast he's dying. It's crazy.
I can just tank everything. Doesn't matter anymore. What the heck is this buff? I feel so OP.
Dang, I love the lifesteal. It really resonates well with the gauntlets. Right, so I did not notice that my jaguar actually died. This place was poisonous and I assumed that my jaguar died because of the poison. That was so dumb of me. Now I got to, abduct another baby jaguar and raise him to be my own. It's so sad that I had to return home without my trusty jaguar. He was with me for a long time. Anyways, jaguar hunt. So I had my craftsman make me a bunch of medium traps again. I gathered a bunch of meat and separated them to 1 stack each. I tracked the mother jaguar using the footprints from our life perception. And once the baby jaguar spawned, I placed a lot of traps around it. And we got a new baby jaguar to raise. I decided to look for another baby jaguar as an extra while waiting for the first one we caught to grow up. Now I have two of them. Sadly, they're both male. I'm not sure if if you have female and male jaguars, they would mate and breed. But yeah, I need a third one. Hopefully it's female this time. And for the third one, it's another male. I'm so sad. But anyways, our first jaguar is fully grown now and we can go on adventures again. Since we already defeated the frog, it seems like our next target would be a giant ape. And the game recommends that I should get a full iron gear so I could survive its attacks probably. So yeah, we're gonna have to look for some iron ores somewhere. I raided a lot of barbarian camps to get like map datas. I honestly feel so tanky with my current armor. I don't know why these guys are pretty weak right now. Maybe once we get off the hills and go to another area, we may be crying again. Upon reaching a certain area, while looking around, I found a bear. My first time seeing a bear in this game. So let's try fighting it.
Oh! Can you stagger this thing? No, my god, that HP! I gotta use my hammer, I think. Oh my god, I have... Yo, brother, assist me! What's the use of that? Why is he not attacking the target? Okay, let's have the street protect us. Oh my god! What is happening? Oh lord. More!
So our first ever new enemy in this new area, the bear, is already very strong. I'm kinda scared what else awaits us on this new land. While exploring, I found another teleport area. That's great. So we can just come here anytime we want. So this is the wetlands, I see. Of course, I immediately activated the portal. Now we can go home and come back anytime we want. This barbarian camp, I can already tell that the enemies are getting stronger and a lot tankier than before. I really should be vigilant and careful now because yeah, we got too overconfident lately because the enemies we fought were very weak. Also discovered that there was a large tribe here. I need to make a save point if ever I want to raid this place because I feel like it's gonna be a very dangerous area to raid right now. So I look for an area where I can build a temporary base where I can just put my bonfire at. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my 200 days in Soulmask. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload the 300 days of Soulmask. So thank you. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye now.